Absolutely. Are we rolling?
I can edit. All
right.
But we're rolling. It's live.
All right. In 1957.
We are here today.
Take 3.
Pete, I can't promote anything right now, but we're at a coffee shop in
Capitola, California.
And we're going to be interviewing my good friend Ron about who his favorite teacher is. Ron, I'm so thankful that I got to see you today and meet you. It's been a while, but I'm glad that you took
more than a minute.
Took the time to come out and visit and cared enough about someone who you want to honor today, and we're going to let the whole world know. What was their name?
Bernard Coyle. In 1957, I entered the 4th grade at Burbank Boulevard Elementary School in North Hollywood. And Mr. Coyle was my 4th grade teacher. And there's a variety of reasons why I want to honor him. One of them is we made paper mache maps of California and then of the United States.
Wow.
So we learned how to bring paper in, tear it all up, mix it with water and salt and such. He also made a demonstration dinosaur. And once that was done, he would walk around with it in his hand. And
was it alive? Did it move?
No, it was a paper mache.
Oh, it's okay. A figurine. Okay.
Right. It was about yay big. It was great. Because it was 4th grade, we were studying not only United States history, but also California history.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that we did was to build a replica of a living structure typical of California Indians. So we brought in bamboo, tied it at the very top so that it made like a hut.
Okay.
And then I don't know what the material was around it.
Not a yurt, but more of a teepee, or?
Except it wasn't pointed so much. It was round.
Okay.
And we brought in long clumps of grass to put on these lateral strips of whatever it was that we had around from top to bottom. And I know my parents, particularly my father, he really appreciated that I was out doing your long grass.
Like every other father, right?
So we draped that over it and made that outside of the classroom. There was a little, not a patio, but an area outside of each classroom at the school.
Yeah.
So we made that.
And do you remember, did he make a really big first impression, or was he that kind of a person where he was outgoing enough to get your attention? That kind of a person? Because you're an outgoing person.
Sure. Mr. Coyle was athletic. I remember him teaching me different ways to shoot a basketball.
Oh, okay.
And he did this because he had time after school to supervise the playground. And he asked me if I would work in the room where students would come and check out equipment, balls, carom boards.
Like assistant.
Yeah. And it was really great. Every day he would give me, get this, a quarter to go down to the gas station and buy an RC Cola for him and one for me. I could buy 2 of them and come away with change.
That's shaving a haircut.
Yes.
Wow.
So I did that every day, 5 days a week after school. My mom later on had that same, job. That was remarkable. That's after I graduated from elementary school.
What if you can remember, because I'm sure there are plenty of circumstances, what particular circumstance really, really impressed you so much that you said, I want to be just like him, or I want to do what he does, or, he's really making an impact in students' lives, so that kind of thing? Can you name?
He never raised his voice at anyone.
Wow.
He made everybody feel not only adequate, but ready to continue. If we didn't know an answer to something, he would help us figure it out, whether it was science, math, geography, history.
Took the time.
Reading.
Took the time. Didn't rush you through it.
Right.
Yeah.
A very kind person. As it turned out, my family attended the First Methodist Church in North Hollywood.
Oh.
So did he and his family.
Oh.
So I saw him there.
Couldn't escape?
No, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Another story, okay.
Yeah. Like going to Sunday school classes
sure.
with John Ritter and his brother.
I was raised in church.
His father.
Yeah.
But that's not regular school.
I'm looking forward to that next story this time next year.
Yes.
As a follow-up for the next one for the YouTube video.
I've got a bunch of them.
Would you say that because of his impact in your life, it made and shaped some of the decisions and challenges and circumstances that you face today, even up to today's date? Would you say that influence was so strong that you're obviously, what do you do? What do you do for a living now? Because you have a long history. In fact, why don't you share a little bit of your history and then what you do now, and then you can see how he sort of participated in those decisions.
His influence on all of us students as a teacher was terrific. Probably 2 years later, in trying to think about a career, I wrote a letter to Vin Scully of the Los Angeles Dodgers saying I wanted to be a sports announcer, and got a response from the guy.
Wow.
So all the way through junior high and high school, I'm sharing that information with teachers and counselors. And in my third year of college, I switched from being speech telecommunications major to physical education, recreation, dance, and health.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And knew that there were several things that I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to be a sports announcer, but I wanted to be a Peace Corps volunteer. And I did that. And I worked for the Ministry of Education in Venezuela. So that was my first chance at teaching.
Uh-huh.
I had worked at the YMCA in North Hollywood and took that ability to work with young people as a counselor and camp director with me to Venezuela. So I not only trained elementary school teachers in how to teach physical education, but also when school was not in session, I worked in 3 different YMCA camps that were operated by the Y in Caracas.
Is that where you learned Spanish?
I learned Spanish starting in summer school after 8th grade.
Okay.
So I continued with that through first year of college, took a year of French, and when I got to Ponce, Puerto Rico for training, they did an assessment of everybody in our group of 25 to see where we were when we were placed in groups. So I was in a group where there was 5 of us who had Spanish previously.
So fast forward to when I met you about 20 years ago or
Yeah.
18 years ago. What brought you into the school district here? And I've seen you just do all kinds of things, let alone travel.
Yeah. Well, when I returned from Puerto Rico, I worked for the Palisades Malibu YMCA, and in my third year, the executive director said, "I need to let you go."
Oh.
What a mistake.
Oh.
But a friend of mine said, "Wow, what good fortune for you. If you go back to school to get a teaching credential at my alma mater, USC, you'll do 6 weeks of student teaching if you already have a bachelor's degree and you're bilingual." So I immediately got into that. I did 6 weeks of student teaching in Southeast Los Angeles. Got my first teaching job at Normont Elementary School in Harbor City,
Wow.
which is near San Pedro. And once I finished grad school, I moved to Santa Cruz County and went to work for the Pajaro Valley Unified School District. I worked at an elementary school teaching reading and Spanish to first through fourth graders. Then I had a third grade classroom, self-contained. Then I had a job providing bilingual education services to limited English proficient students at 2 elementary schools, 1 junior high and 1 high school. Then in that time, I had 2 professional leaves of absence.
Okay.
A year to teach, as it turned out, a year in El Salvador at the Escuela Americana of San Salvador. Returned and went back to work at E.A. Hall Middle School. 3 years later, I went to Denmark and taught at the Copenhagen International School.
Very cool.
And in 2004, I got a telephone call from Tom Hiltz saying the new high school, which had for years been referred to...
New Millennium High School.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Pajaro Valley High School was opening up. Tom said, "We want you to be the bilingual program coordinator."
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I said, "Definitely. I'll be on the next plane." Interesting side story. I had an interview. Tom was on the interview panel. He said, "What are you doing after this?" I told him I was going to go have lunch with a colleague. And I did. I sat down, started talking about why I was there. And this guy walks in, sits down at the table next to it, and it's Pancho Rodriguez. And he's listening to all this stuff.
You're not saying anything at all.
Nah,
like he normally does, just nice and quiet.
Not a thing. And then Tom comes in, and the two of them had worked together at Watsonville High School.
Right.
So I got introduced. And when school opened that year, I taught 9th grade English and coordinated the bilingual program. The next year, I helped open the library by selecting the collection of books and the furniture. And at the end of the year, Pancho asked me if I would consider being an assistant principal. I said, "I'll let you know after I consult with the family."
Smart.
And everybody in my family, my 2 kids and wife said, "Well, what's taking you so long to say yes?"
Michael Jordan, just do it.
Right. So I did that and retired for the first time in 2010 at the end of the school year. And 10 weeks later, I had a job as an interim assistant principal at Watsonville High School and continued to have interim administrative jobs until 2023.
What got you into, because I probably was introduced to you back then by one of the administrators, excuse me, but Rotary and seniors and that kind of thing. How'd you get into that plug-in?
A fellow named Rodney Brooks, who was my insurance provider, had talked to me about the Rotary Club of Freedom for years. And so I decided I was going to do that while I was assistant principal, because I knew it would be a benefit to Pajaro Valley High School.
Sure.
And so I started going to meetings. The principal of the school said, look if you could go to the meetings, have lunch, and when they introduce the guest speaker, put $5 down and leave, come back to school. Well, a very generous, kind interim assistant principal, Ray Sherson, said, stay for the meeting. I've got this covered. So I did that. In 2013, I became the president of the Rotary Club.
And you also have you work with your brother on different projects.
Well, let me finish a little bit
Go ahead.
About Rotary. The benefit there is that we help put together an interact club at the school, which is Rotary for high school students. Speech contest, a leadership camp each summer called Rotary Youth Leadership Award Camp, RYLA, is its acronym. And I've continued to do that. I'll be going to a Rotary Club meeting this afternoon. So
that is awesome.
But Mr. Coyle, when I told him I was going into teaching, he said, why? Don't do it. I'm sure it was all tongue in cheek. It wasn't face to face. It was in writing. But he had become an administrator at some point. And I was very proud to be able to share that information with him.
Ron, I really appreciate the time that you've taken this morning. We can always do more. I'm actually looking forward to follow-ups with some people in a year or two on the channel. But thank you so much for being honest about different things. And here's a plug
for Snazzy Productions, which is what I do now. I'm the co-owner, having purchased, if you will, the business from my brother and sister-in-law 3 years ago. We put on concerts,
and that's not just a radio show, but it's advertising.
It's a concert business.
Oh, concert, okay.
And I do a radio show at KKUP in Cupertino.
Okay, Cupertino.
2 Saturdays, the first 2 of each month.
Perfect.
On the Swing Boogie program, 3 to 6. Tune in. 91.5 FM. And my radio name is Little Brother Snoozy.
That is great. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
My pleasure.
Teacher. Thank you for your time. We will talk to you later, and I will see you online, if not in person again.